What's going on, internet? Jossie Joss back, and I have another unboxing for you for the month of October. It is this month's Loot Crate. This month's box is really thin. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really small compared to last month, so hopefully the stuff in here is good. I believe the theme is horror, because it is the month of October, so Halloween and all that good stuff are ghosts and ghouls and all that things. So let's see what's inside. Open it up, and here it is. So big ol' ad for The Walking Dead, right? And the inside flap, and this, I don't know what this plush guy is. I'm gonna grab him first. Oh, it is from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So it's like a plushie of Leatherface. I actually haven't seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Just heard about it, bits and like maybe clips, bits and pieces about it. People have referenced it. But this is hilarious because Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of those iconic, classic, like horror movies. You know, Leatherface is a scary dude with human skin as a face, and he's got a chainsaw, and yeah. This is a Loot Crate exclusive item, and it's by Kid Robot, and so it's a little Leatherface. It's adorable. It kind of reminds me of when they did the Alien, the face hugger one, and it made the Alien face hugger look cute. So very similar, like making this completely like not adorable thing adorable. So that's cool. Next, the shirt. So it's like a gray t-shirt-y thing, and it's from The Walking Dead. I don't watch it, so I don't know who this is. It says Negan Sluggers, and then there's the character, and I'm guessing he carries a baseball bat with barbed wire on it. So if you watch The Walking Dead, that's that character. I might actually end up giving this shirt away to somebody. It's an extra large female shirt. So, I mean, it's a cool shirt. I mean, the material's nice. I just don't know who the character is because I don't watch the show. So, I had a feeling that I don't think I would like the box as much as I want to like it since I'm not into horror stuff. Like I'm not like I love Halloween, but I'm not into like the gory or the horror or any of that type of stuff. Like I don't watch The Purge, I don't watch The Walking Dead, I don't watch any like the Blair Witch or Paranormal Activity or any of those types of movies. I'm just not a fan personally of those types of movies. So sorry guys if you guys are out there, more power to you. But eh. But let's just move on to the next thing. So it's a pennant, and it says Camp Crystal Lake, and as everyone knows, Camp Crystal Lake is from Friday the 13th. So Jason Voorhees, and it's an official Friday the 13th item. It says right here on the tag, but it's a pennant. I don't know. These are getting back into popularity again, just in general. Like I remember the one of the loot crates that I bought from Comic-Con this year had a pennant in it. It was like the pinup superhero girl. I forgot what it was, but it was a pennant. And I guess they're coming, like I said, they're coming back into popularity, so hanging them up on your walls and stuff, so cool, but... Alright, next item in the box is a book called The Legion of Regrettable Supervillains. There you go. And it says, featuring the 50 strangest supervillains in the history of comics, the Loot Crate edition. So it's a special Loot Crate exclusive book talking about regrettable supervillains. So I guess like villains that are not the typical that you would think of from like classic horror films and stuff. Like, I don't know, this guy looks kind of funny, just with his big old eyes. And there's like a mummy dude in the back wearing a tuxedo. So, just probably unknown characters that we may not necessarily have heard of, but have been in film or comics or whatever. So that's kind of cool. Kind of highlights these unknown characters, but you know, brings them into the light, I guess. All right, next. I don't know. This is a string. elasticy thing. I don't know if this is for something. This might be for something. Oh, okay. I think I know it's for. Okay. I'll get to it. This is in here for a reason. It's just like the same thing, very similar to the alien. Like there was a rubber band in there, and there was a reason for it. And I think I know why that little elastic's in there. But we're moving on. Anyway, next is Loot Crate exclusive Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy glove chopsticks. With that face in the back. It's metal chopsticks coming out of his fingers. So like trainer chopsticks, but they're supposed to represent the Freddy's gloves from Nightmare on Elm Street. So that's pretty funny. Alright, and then we have the button, or the pin, excuse me, and it is Loot Pins, October 2016, horror, and it is the Halloween poster from the movie Halloween featuring Michael Myers. Starring Jamie Lee Curtis, I believe, is the heroine in that movie. And then, yep. The reason why the elastic was in there was because the bottom of the box is a mask. And it's a zombie mask, and you use this to put it in there, and yeah, wearing kind of like, I guess, a ghetto Halloween costume, as it were. So, putting everything back in the box, and so we have the horror book magazine talking about The Walking Dead, and then everybody gets the shirt. Everybody gets the Leatherface. They call it the Leatherface Funny PH Funny plush. Oh, so there's a happy and a sad one. I got the happy one. So they have in the book, there's a happy and a sad Leatherface. So you got a 50% chance. There's no exclusive. I mean, they're both exclusive, but there's no like, you know, like a chase or whatever. But you can get the happy or the sad, and I got the happy. I'm kind of happy about that too. It's just, I don't know, he looks cuter, happy. You know, everybody gets the chopsticks, and there's a interesting recipe called Freddy's Spaghetti and Eyeballs. I believe the eyeballs are made of, what are the eyeballs? Oh, mozzarella, like the fresh mozzarella balls, because it's spaghetti, and then you add olives, and it's like black olives and green olives to make the eyes. Cool. And then everybody gets the Jason Voorhees Camp Crystal Lake from Friday the 13th pennant. And then the book, everyone gets the Regrettable Supervillains book. And there's a bunch of ads for the different boxes that Loot Crate does. So Loot Anime, Loot Wear, which is introducing underwear as an available option. I will not be getting that. Super Fight, which is their, I guess it's becoming a digital game now. It was a card game. It's kind of like the superhero version of like Cards Against Humanity, but in the sense of arguing which superhero would win rather than a situation. So Super Fight, you'd have two superheroes fight, and then you'd have to argue why your superhero would win. And so I guess now it's a interactive game online that you can get from Steam. So that's kind of cool. Interview for Winona Earp. I heard about that from my friend Terry. Shout out to Terry, at Oddly Witty on Twitter and Instagram. So follow her. Apparently Winona Earp is a big comic. I remember she told me to get a comic for her from Comic-Con. I don't watch it. I heard it's a pretty cool show. It's kind of a cool, interesting twist on the classic Western and sci-fi and mythical, thing, dealing with like vampires and stuff. So, and it's talking about all the other. This magazine's also talking about other crates that they have. There's a Marvel crate that they have, and I think they released that to counter the Marvel Collector Core box. I was very tempted to try it, but this month I cannot afford it. I just have had way too many things happen this month already. we're only like, what, halfway through it or so, maybe more than halfway through it. My account actually, my Starbucks account for rewards actually got hacked into, and they had, like, basically anything connected to my money kind of got affected, so I had to do a lot of fixing, canceling cards, changing passwords everywhere, and that was a pain, and so that affected my money, and so a lot of cool stuff that got released. So the Marvel box, the Harry Potter Loot Crate that got released, and then there's a Sanrio one that got released, and I forget what else. There was a few others, but there's a bunch of like really awesome, like specific fandom Loot Crate boxes that were released recently, and I couldn't get any of them, so it kind of sucks. But maybe next month we'll see how it goes. I have a friend who is subscribed to a couple of them, and I'm gonna ask him about them. I'll probably watch unboxing videos of people who actually could afford them, but we'll see. Anyway, tangent. Sorry, guys. But that is all for the October 2016 Loot Crate box. My favorite item in the box is probably the Leatherface plushie. I didn't think those words would ever come out of my mouth in any way, shape, or form. Leatherface and plushie and favorite. But like I said, I'm not a huge horror fan. Sci-fi, I'm okay with. Action, adventure, comedies, romantic comedies. I'm a sucker for some of those rom-coms sometimes. But horror, nah, not a huge fan. I think I get it from my mom. My mom was never a big fan of horror movies. I thought she was, but I eventually learned that she liked the action, but not necessarily the gore or anything like that. So, but yeah, if you guys are interested in getting a Loot Crate or one of the multitude of Loot Crates that are available out there, I'll go ahead and put information in the description below. If you like this video, I apologize for my forwardness in this video, and I'm also kind of speaking a little softer because it's really late. I forgot to film this earlier in the evening. I got distracted by movies, specifically the movie from Justin to Kelly, and then I ended up watching National Treasure afterwards. Yeah, sorry, those things happen. So, but anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more unboxings I need to do coming up for the rest of the month of October. But for now, thank you for watching, thanks for all your support, and enjoy the rest of your night. Bye, guys.